the bus. Somebody to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus and give me a real big bag. To get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus and give me a real big bag. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag. To get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants.
So yeah, man, this movie is about the James Smalls. Yeah, some say Smalls, others say Small, whatever, man. All those maroons things you were saying in your movie with Tariq Nasheed are all lies. Even a small child of 3 years old, where I come from, would debunk all those things. It's all fantasy. Where I come from, my people few city Negroes. I'm from the jungle, deep in the jungle. Real maroon. Today the day, not like fantasy. No, we are like in the neighbor. We are from Marowina. That's where we come from. It's named Marowina. Go look it up in Brazil, where Trump is going to get busy there at Venezuela border with Brazil. You see over there, your people were in the army of the colonizers. You are a ready move to zwarte jager, a black hunter. Yeah, you see it, James Smalls. I've seen a video of yours on YouTube with that Maat. Y'all using African's name when y'all, my people don't consider you guys to be African. Where we come from in South America, they call my people the Africans, and the other ones from the plantations are Negroes. My people did not run away from any plantation. They will tell you even that when an arrival, so-called, if it was true, that boats arrived in America, many of the Maroons ran away or whatever they saying. I don't know those stories. I know there was war and we fought for 200 years. From the west coast of Africa to South America over there, we were fighting against the colonizers 200 years. That's what I know. It was a war, and if you got caught, we came over there and we took you back. What they doing now is all those city Negroes, we consider them, at least I consider them, me and my house. I speak according to my house. I don't speak according to Maroons, or otherwise somebody might, hey, Maroons, that's your fantasy. All those Maroon stories come from the colonizer, your father. I view Negroes from the city as child of the colonizer, because they were in the army of the colonizer, like I'm showing you over there. What they doing is using those same people now to come and act like they are African, just like you trying to do, like you're a Maroon, you and Tariq Nasheed. You took money from the colonizer. It's the same game going on. So what you guys doing is you wanna go out there and act like you represent somebody. You don't. I don't recognize no FBA. We don't recognize you as anything. My people were free in 70-60. Before that, we were already 300 years in the jungle over there. We are 500 years apart from each other. You so-called black Americans, you are city Negroes. Go to Paramaribo in Suriname. There is your people. Yeah. I have my own language, my own alphabet. Everything you regurgitating comes from the colonizer. I even saw a part where you were saying, I don't know where the word African come from, but we have many indications. I know where, not even where it come from. I know what it is. You don't. Many out there, not most out there don't know. I know they don't know. It's not your culture, and I'm not gonna come out here and start and speaking on too many stuff, so we are gonna steal it and try to act like somebody ever wanted to be like you. Are you crazy? Who wants to be raped on a plantation? Who wants to fuck their own mother in front of everyone? Only you liked it, apparently. Because if you're not African, why are you asking for reparation? Africans were in slavery, not Negroes. Negroes is the one over there, die musu zwarte jager, who were hunting my people, the Maroons. You are the arch enemy of my people. That's why Negroes going around, the enemy with the colonizer. Yeah, we forgive them. We don't care who Negroes forgive. It's their own children of the colonizer. Me, I don't recognize any of those plantation Negroes as my race because for 500 years, they are the one who are coming into the jungle, attacking my people. Yeah, if you saw, maybe you saw like 10 colonizers, there were maybe 200 or 300 of those Redimusus black hunters. On Curaçao, they will call you bounty. That's why you have bounty hunter in North America. We don't consider you to be anything. You come out here and start stealing people's history. Just live your life, nigga. What you're doing is trying to come up onto the road like we are part of all this. You're not part of my people, nigga. And we'll never be you and Tariq Nasheed. Never. As the city Negroes in Suriname, I don't consider them to be my people. They can go over there and forgive maybe the king for slavery. It's their own children. They are from the plantation. They are the people who are hunting my people in Suriname, capturing my people and selling them to the colonizers. That's how I know you. Anybody says anything else than what I'm saying is not my race. Because even y'all said everybody came from another village in Africa. So we can never be the same race anyway. I don't know why you guys bother, man. You're like women causing troubles to get attention while you are fakes and you are nothing to me. Real talk. You speak like a child of 3 years old, even if you were 800 years old. Evil is evil, devil is devil. I don't care. Understand that. When I was 6, my grandfather was 72 years old. And that was like 40 years ago. Understand that? Don't come here and act like you represent anybody. Nobody is busy with no FBA. You are racist colonizers to me. City Negroes are racist. They hate African. They've always hated Africans. And it will never change. I don't expect it to change. They have no culture because I know what culture is. What is the name of your God if you're strong? James Smalls and Tariq Nasheed, you are so strong, 40 million strong. There is 100 million black people in Brazil. But anyways, you're 40 million strong. Why did they beat you if you were strong? I have a treaty. I've already showed you my treaty in many... we live alone in the jungle. We have our own territory. If you step into my territory, I'm allowed to lay you down. Real talk. Go and look it up. If you step into my territory in Suriname, I'm allowed to lay you down. Nobody is going to do anything. The only people we tolerate in the jungle are Indians, so-called Native Americans, those black Indians. Sambo, we call them Sambo. Those straight-haired Indians, they come from North America, from Canada. The white men brought them over there. In South America, the only people who were there were Africans and those Taino. Yes, Africans were already going with boats over there. And I'm not speaking for you to accept anything. Get the move on. We don't know you. We're not busy with you. We got our own alphabet, like I said. Our own counting, just like I showed you in one of those African movies when they were telling you. The Chinese have their own New Year's. The Africans, we also got that. If you didn't know. We count with the moon. We don't venerate no sun or moon or whatever. That's your thinking. That's colonizer thinking. You start with colonization. You end with colonization. You can write a billion of books. It might be all lies. Somebody is going to tell you you're not allowed to read for 400 years and take you to the university and start allowing you to read whatever they want and you think you have become smart. Why didn't you conquer them if you were so strong? You acting proud that you were raped by the colonizers. That means you liked it, just like Kanye West said. It was a choice. And I know it was a choice. Just like you choosing now. That's why you see all those Negroes. If they kill a Negro, what did they do? They forgive. Me, I don't forgive anybody. My God will deal with you. I don't have to do anything. When you hurt my people and me, my God will deal with you. I don't have to do anything. Or even no Allah Akbar. We are not with all those things, man. My God will deal with you accordingly. I will lay on my bed and you will go to your grave. Nigga, we are not the same era. We're not out here. What y'all doing is simply racism of the colonizer, your father. I view you as a child of the colonizer, your father. And that's the real talk. And I'm not speaking on North America. No city Negroes. You are a city Negro. Your city over there, New York, is New Amsterdam. It's here in the Netherlands. Your Haarlem is Haarlem here in the Netherlands. Your Groningen is in South America, and Suriname is also here. It's the same people. They are called Boer in South Africa, and they are called colonizers here in America. So all these things like African this and Negro this, all those things is foolishness. My people are called OHKANO. We've been suffering for 500 years. We don't know you. We don't care about you. We don't care about no Negroes. At least I don't. Because they are a treacherous people who are in the army of the colonizer, having babies, children with those babies. And those same babies want to act like they are Africans today. Not to me, you will never, because you have no God. What is the name of your God? Culture to us is God. If you have no God, you have no culture. Stupid. And I saw this fake African diaspora guy, Phil Scott. Yeah, the definition is what you got upon your ass from the colonizer. Why don't you understand? Your knowledge is based on the colonizer. The Africans, many of the continental Africans, they were colonized also, but not all of them. I'm maroon. I was never on a plantation. I was never colonized. I defeated the colonizer. That's why they left America. Go to Suriname if you will see a white man over there. Go to Wild Coast Suriname in Brazil to see if you will see white people running anything over there. What you will see over there is maroons, Africans, and in so-called Native Americans, black Indians. We're not the same, nigga. We're not even the same race. It doesn't mean that I have to come here and attack you, because I don't go out here and attack Chinese or white people because they are white or Chinese. We don't have the time for that. We're living our life, but you're not gonna come out here and try to align yourself like we were ever the same. We were not. That's why I've placed these pictures so you can see it. It's not a joke. It's real talk. City Negroes are not my people. They are the enemy, arch enemy of my ancestor, of my grandfather. When I was growing up, my grandfather used to tell us, if you see a Negro, run away, because they bringing the colonizer, the white man, to kill us. Nigga, that's why we destroyed all you niggas. Together with the colonizer. Yeah, we did that. You're not part of us. Even if you go right now and you take a runaway, so-called maroon, so those runaway Negroes, they are not my people. I was never on a plantation. That's what I'm telling you. Because I know what I am and who I am. You are a colonizer to me. You are the white man to me, nigga. That's the real talk. Yeah, let's see a part of this.
And finally settled at Nyana also. Okay. Where we created a very big.
The chief's palace, their kingdom.
So most of the whites were sent to Akomu as.
So this is just the intro. So sometimes
yes.
when these guys see like Osu in my movies, they, hey, that's the thing of the white man, the Joshua, you too stupid. We don't that's why they call y'all niggas minorities. You're too stupid. We don't consider you to be anything. And when I speak like this, I mean all those who were colonized. Even coolies and Indians, they were colonized. Japanese were colonized. Even Chinese was colonized. All you niggas. Only maroons. That's why they're trying to bring maroon. They ran away from the plantation. How did I run away from the plantation and kicked you out of the game? You had to sign a treaty. Why did you sign plea deal? Nigga? Just saying. I'm not upset about all these things, even because I know you niggas are cursed. You have no God. What is the name of your God? Exactly, you have none. Only thing y'all niggas know is what the colonizer told you, and you will never know anything beyond that. Even the colonizer has no culture. That's why they were stealing in Africa. Your white people here on the colonizer were stealing everything because they had nothing. Nobody will be rich and go out here and trying to break into a bank. Are you gonna try and break into a bank if you got money and even being rich? Of course not. If you're poor and you have nothing, you are a slubber, then you will go out there and try to steal other people's stuff like you lack everything. You be lack. You're not black. You be lack everything. You are the lackey, stupid. You are the slave. Go look it up what a lackey is. You blackie. Get the hey, let's check. But I'm sure in this part you will see this African stuff. He works in the palace or something. But he will mention some words like Osu and those words. It's normal in my language to say Osu. Yeah, Osu. Oh, and these niggas will come out. Yeah, that's it. Nigga, we don't know no colonizer. We don't even know you. We see you as the white man. Real talk. And that's unimaginable to those Negroes, even in Suriname, when I tell them this. Like, nigga, I view you like the white man. Nothing less than that. Your food comes from the white man. Yes, all your so-called soul food you think is African is not African. It's white man food. Nigga.
Also became slaves in the custom.
Yes.
Is it safe to say that the only African states, African community, African ethnic groups or kingdom that I'm sure
Komu had an army of about 10,000 people by then.
and only black governor that ever ruled the Cape Coast?
You see the name there? Osu Castle. They would say in England, castle. Osu, let's see here where they were sitting down.
This time, I want you to also be aware that everybody watching you or going taken as slaves, taken to the diaspora, and they are interested to know where we came from, their history, and all that. So that's why the journey started. And then I've been to Salaga, Karachi, all the slave history, and everything connected to us. I'm trying to do my best. So I want you to be aware a lot of the diasporans are going to watch. And I believe that, hey, when you come to Ghana this year, the December in Ghana and all that, try and visit Akwamufie. I know most of you come to Akosombo, but Akwamufie is just when you get to that Domu Bridge and you branch on your left. This is it. To just show you some stories about the Akwamus and then how they came to be.
Akwamu people are originally Akan.
Okay.
And still remain Akan.
Okay.
We migrated from.
So I'm gonna skip to another video. I had this part already in another video.
Channel.
So
there have been some recent comments that have been made, and
I'm gonna skip this one too, because James Moss is now denying that he said all those FBI things, man. I even have a cartoon about it. Let's hear it.
And hold on one second.
This is Tariq Nasheed.
Powder, you out of here. You're not gonna. All right, Powder is out. Okay. Hold on.
It is that Tariq
James
Nasheed.
Small. I know a lot of people are talking about that. James Small, Professor James Small. A lot of people have been on his bumper because he was very, very disrespectful to the lineage, very disrespectful to me. And yeah, he said some little disrespectful stuff before, and I kind of let it slide. I didn't, I'm like, okay. He's in the new movie that we're working on, Hidden Color 6. And basically what it looks like, because James Small, he was one of the main people talking delineation language, all right?
Exactly, and we're gonna see now who the liar is, because I got a part of a video where James Smalls and Smalls, where he was speaking with to Tariq Nasheed about all this thing. But I'm gonna hit that one after showing small parts, because he went to that Ma'at, and these people, they take African names from Nubia and all those places, and then wanna attack Africans. How stupid can you be? But it's normal, because in Suriname and Brazil is the same. All those people who come from the plantation, they have that colonizer attitude, like, I'm from the plantation. I thought you was raped on the plantation. I was never there, so I cannot imagine what you're saying. I was in a war with you and your colonizer master. That's what I know. Just like I showed here, this Redi Musu stuff. Let's hear it, man.
He was one of the first people talking that. He knows what it is. What it looks like, some of that African tour money might be drying up, because a lot of these he's a Pan-Africanist, and a lot of these cats, they make their little money with those African tours. I think he's going on one.
And Tariq Nasheed said he gave James Moss money. Just say.
December, they take people over to Africa, so that shit is drying up. That's their little hustle, and that shit is drying up because people are delineating. So and a lot of ops are in his ear. But the thing is, some people were like, well, yeah.
But if you have delineated, you need to give back all those maroon movies because you're not maroon. You are a city Negroes, bakabusi achterlijke negers. Those bakabusi negers, what you do is steal history like we were everyone. Never. Nigga, that's the real talk. You are in the army of the colonizer. That's why you have city Negroes and bush Negro, jungle people. Nigga, let's hear it, man.
Some of the ops got to him, they like to manipulate the elders. My thing is, some of these ops, they're in your ear for a reason because they know that you have a friendly ear to them. So I'm not going to put it just on the ops because these same ops be hollering at a lot of different people. On his bumper, Professor Allen, he's already in it. Wani's in it. So yeah, I don't rock with him at all. All of Professor Small stuff is coming out. So yeah, I don't rock with him at all.
So this is what happened. He says he's gonna cut Professor Small out of the Hidden Color 6 movie. And now Professor Small is saying, no, I never said that he was the CIA. I don't care whatever they said or didn't say. You are not maroon. That's what I'm saying. What is your language and what is your alphabet, nigga? You are in the army of the colonizer, just like I'm showing you over here. You see you over there? I am on the right, and in the white there, and you over there with that red hat. Redimusu, black hunter, zwarte jager. Zwarte means black when you think it's your word. Just saying. Blackamang is in Suriname. Those are city Negroes. Understand that. We are not the same race. Nigga, you are cursed. In my culture, you are a cursed people. That's why I speak like this. So you can never align yourself with me. You are cursed together with the colonizer for all your atrocities, man. You killed the slaves where I come from. City Negroes, Tariq Nasheed and James Smalls. So all these things, you go into Africa, I don't care what those continental Africans saying. They were colonized in those days also. Those Belgians went over there and killed many of them in South Africa. So they had their own part to deal with. Nigga, just saying. Let's hear it, man.
Is all of his stuff coming out? We're taking any reference of him out of the damn museum. We have a mural of Professor Smalls. When I'm going out of town for the week, when I come back, that shit's getting covered. Family, who should we put on the wall of the Hidden History Museum in his place?
Probably seen this petty beef, between Africans and African Americans.
And this is the reason why he's kicking Professor Small out. But Professor Small is speaking with two double-tongued speech, man. Yeah, I will be the FBA and I'm the Gulagichi and I'm the Ghanaian and I'm also the African, but I'm also the Amer. I'm Okano. I don't have to say all those things I write like Amer Okano. That's just for YouTube. I'm Okano. I know that. That's it. If they ask, are you African? Are you black? My skin is black. Yeah. Watagwan. Are you African? I have an afro, so I will be identified as an African. Anybody with an afro on his head is an African to the world in this day. Even if you were on the North Pole, they saw you there, they would say, hey, look a guy over there. What is he? Oh, he is an African. Why? He's got an afro. Oh, then he's an African. That's what I mean with Afro King. That's what I mean with it. Somebody with an afro, that's it. There is African in Asia, in India. There is African in Australia, so what? Only these bitch-ass niggas will come out, the colonizer children, and think they will come. We are all together. Not with me, nigga, you ain't. I don't care about you. Nigga, I play my music, I can play hard rock music and hip-hop music. Who cares? That doesn't mean that I have to come and say, let's go. And no, nigga. To me, it's normal for someone to say, yeah, listen, I'm Kikuyu, man. Oh, okay. Listen, man, I'm Paramakano, man. Okay. It's normal. I don't have to say, oh, you're not like me, and because you're not like me, it's a problem. That's city Negro talk, just like in Suriname. Racist as can be. Kissing ass. Fucked in the ass for 400 years, nigga. And then act like you mean anything. Not to me, you don't. Maybe to the colonizer who I defeated together with you. That's what I know. Nigga, who wants to be raped like you? You are strong, but why didn't you keep your language and your culture? Your culture is violence, smash and grab. And what's those niggas' name? And Bloods and the Crips. That's your culture, Bloods and the Crips. Yeah, that's your culture, nigga. Keep that. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to go into jail. Go to jail for 300 years like you niggas going and wearing dresses, walking around. Where we come from, we don't wear dresses. Men don't wear dresses. Yeah, even same-sex marriage is forbidden in Africa. Maybe you don't know. Even in Jamaica, we don't deal with that. Those things are abomination. We have God. You don't. Nigga, what's the name of your God? Exactly. What's the name of your language? Speak it. I can speak my real language so you can hear. Real one. Not colonized language, only patois stuff. No real African language. Nigga, when they say African from America, you stole the name already, but with this guy in the 80s, this Jackson guy. I am somebody. He went over there and said he was the African American. The African from America is the maroon. You are a city Negro from the army of the colonizer. Go ask them. See, it's written over there, Redimusu. Een zwarte jager, that's you. Bakabusi neger. Backwoods niggers. Stealing everybody's culture like we were ever one. Nigger? Let's hear it, man.
We don't know how much American State Department or Justice Department is involved.
Probably seen this petty beef, between Africans and African Americans.
But we don't know how much American State Department or Justice Department is involved in Foundation of Black America. Who's getting paid the money to say what they're saying? So what you're seeing ain't quite what you see, and there's only a piece of what you see. A black face don't mean you ain't the FBI, all right? A black face don't mean you ain't the FBI, okay?
Peace,
So you see what is happening? This is the confusion. When Smalls is speaking to the Africans, he says he likes them. Yeah, the FBA, those Black Americans, they are stupid. They don't have a real culture. They have a culture, but it's a modern culture. We have an Asian culture, African culture, and we are all the same. When he goes back to the Americans, those FBA, no man, I know those guys from the continent. They don't. Nobody cares who understand or don't understand. We living our life, nigga. We have God. If you have no God, you done, nigga. That's maroon perspective. That will never change. That I can say maroon say that. If a maroon does anything else, he will die. Nigga, we have real God, you don't. That's why you can come out here and lie. Because you have no soul. That's what you think is soul in the music. You don't know what I'm talking about. Many of you niggas coming out here, yeah man, they have soul. Not to me, they don't. And you speaking on it, you are a colonizer child. You have no brain. Not to me, you don't. I defeated the colonizer. That's the main thing here. You are a slave. Nigga. And many of those continental Africans are also were colonized. When you come out here to speak like you have God. If you have God, you will not come out here and lie. It's just like the taqiya from those guys who say, many of them say they are Muslim, but they are allowed to lie to people. That's not God, nigga. God doesn't have time to lie. He can kill you anytime, destroy you anytime. So why would God come out and lie to anybody? Just saying. If you have God, I don't have to physically come and attack you. Because my God will deal with you. Understand that that's the difference. You have to go out there physically to do something. I don't. I will lay down on my bed and you will meet your demise, nigga. Accordingly. Just like your forefathers, your ancestors. Go and question them. Why they left South America. Go and look up Wild Coast Suriname, nigga. Everybody wanna act like they are maroon and you not. You are the enemy, arch enemy at that. Go into jail in Suriname, you will see that city Negroes, they will not place them where I am in a room. Nigga? Fuck is wrong with these niggas? Yeah, we don't, nobody cares what you are, nigga. If you don't wanna be African, get on, nobody cares. If you don't wanna be black, nobody cares, man. Jack off. This is bitch nigga shit. Like women looking for attention, nigga. That's y'all niggas over there. That's why you wandering around in dresses. Nigga, hip hop is from pop, and disco music. It was sampled. Those Air Force beat were sampled from those and pop music from back in the days. Disco was hip hop now discovered by the Caucasian because it came from disco. The disco was stolen from black people. Even that you might not know. You jack off. Let's hear it, man.
Says family.
The bus to get on TV.
Probably seen this petty beef, between Africans and African Americans.
But we don't know how much American State Department or Justice Department is involved in Foundation of Black America. Who's getting paid the money to say what they're saying? So what you're seeing ain't quite what you see, and it's only a piece of what you see. A black face don't mean you're the CIA, all right? A black face don't mean you ain't the FBI, okay?
Peace, you know who this is, family.
The bus to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus and give me a...
Yeah, this part is from a guy, Afro Think Tank, Afro Think Tank. That guy, I had already a video back in the days about the part here. This is the part where I remember these days, man, when Tariq Nasheed was saying that the colonizer were approaching him to give him money for him to attack Africans and immigrants. Yes, that's why I know I was cautioning him, like, nigga, stay off the maroon stuff, nigga. You're not Arab people, and nigga, because you're on your knee sucking dicks. Nigga, nigga, just saying. If you wanna bring it there, it's on. Just saying, nigga. Let's hear it.
Big bag to get the bus to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus and give me a real big bag. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus. Me on and give me a real big bag. Networks. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag.
It's not the white networks, it's the fucking MAGA team. That's why you started joining Donald Trump. You work for Donald Trump. You are the black Nick Fuentes. All these niggas, many of these niggas were even in the army right now today, just like their forefathers. You see, that is the same thing going on. Well, let's see it here, man. You will see it here. Bly. You see? It's the same thing going on. The same people in the same army coming out and lie, making up stories. Just imagine, city Negroes, Bakabusi niggers, backwoods niggas is gonna come, those Redimusus, and write history about my people just like the colonizers. Why don't they write about themselves? How courageous they were. Just stealing names from maroon people just like you niggas thinking you can. No, nigga, we ain't the same. You are the arch enemy of my people. You were fighting for the colonizer. You were in his army. Just like I'm showing you over there, nigga. Let's hear it.
To get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus.
Beef,
That's it. So you saw all three.
You've probably seen this petty beef, between Africans.
And you won an award too, Mr.
A black face don't mean you're the CIA, all right? A black face don't mean you ain't the FBI.
Africans and African.
To get on TV and get out here and black immigrants under the bus. Calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus.
Beef, you know.
That's it. So you saw all three.
You've probably seen this petty beef, you know, between Africans and African Americans.
But we don't know how much American State Department or Justice Department is involved in Foundation of Black America. Who's getting paid the money to say what they're saying? So what you're seeing ain't quite what you see, and there's only a piece of what you see. A black face don't mean you're the CIA, all right? A black face don't mean you ain't the FBI.
FBAs. What is xenophobic? What is this xenophobic cheat? We're all black, nigga.
So here is where he took the bag. Then he started doing this. They all do the same thing just like their ancestors, and they wanna come out now today 500 years later. We were all the same, just like those backwoods niggas in Suriname, Bakabusi niggas. They were fighting against Maroons, and now they wanna claim like we were Maroons too. No, not to me. You will never be. You are the arch enemy of my grandfather, nigga. You sick? Your God will never be my God, and my God is not your God. Definitely not. I know that, nigga. Just say it.
The FBAs? What
African Americans.
But we don't know how much American State Department or Justice Department is involved in Foundation of Black America. Who's getting paid the money to say what they're saying? So what you're seeing ain't quite what you see, and there's only a piece of what you see. A black face don't mean you're the CIA, all right? A black face don't mean you ain't the FBI.
FBAs. What is xenophobic? What is this xenophobic cheat? We're all black, nigga. Shout out to FBAs. What about us?
Even that is a lie, because you said you didn't want to roll with Africans because they don't want to consider you as their brother. They don't want to say they are black. Even the Dominican, remember, I know black, and now they said we are black. Why would they say that? Why would anybody want to associate themselves with a criminal in America who will get 300 years? Are you stupid? The only thing we see you people doing is smash and grab. Even your pastors will walk around in dresses, thinking they are mocking God because they have no culture, they have no God. Their God was given to them, like most of the world. Nigga? You have no culture. You don't know what culture means. Your culture is definition of the Caucasian colonizer, so-called white man, white supremacy you're talking about. Nigga, you are the black Nick Fuentes. Yeah, right? Real talk.
The white man, if the police pull you over, they're not going to ask the FBA. What are you giving props to FBA for? And you won an award too, Mr. Nigerian. You're going to get a scholarship for $50,000. Move, nigga. Shout out to Igbo, Yoruba, to my tribes back home in Nigeria. I'm nothing like the Akata.
And this is how stupid this nigga is. These niggas, they say they speak Ebonics, and then he wanna ridicule Igbo people. That's how stupid they are. That even in Suriname there is Paramar Igbo. Are you stupid? It's called Ebonics for a reason. You dumbo. Go to Jamaica. There on Jamaica you have Akan, Igbo, Yoruba, Congo. That's how dumb these people are. Even a child of 3 years old is beyond these niggas, man. Shit, they are proud of their own stupidity. They are even more stupid than those Negroes in Suriname from Bakabusi. No, they are the same. If you go to the Bakabusi Nigger, and in North America they are called backbush Negroes. They are city Negroes. After slavery, they went close to the plantation. After slavery, they went back to the city and start saying they are city Negroes, or whatever they did is their business. I was 500 years away from them. Me and my grandfather's people, we know these Negroes as soldiers of the colonizer for 500 years in America. Nigga, when you speak about Africans selling your people, tell them that you killed the slaves in America. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we defeated you. That's my treaty. That's why I got a treaty and you don't. Because you are a property of the colonizer. I'm not. And what you're trying to do is, I ran away to the jungle. Speak my language. Ask a Bakabusi Neger to speak my language. They can't. They cannot speak a word of my language. I have to speak Suriname patois. I have to speak so-called Surinamese. It's just like Jamaican patois and Guyanese patois and Sierra Leone patois, Igbo patois. It's the same kind of patois. Nere? These niggas are beyond stupid, but he took the money and just like back in the days, he's selling his people back into slavery. It's the same thing. These are the Negroes who did it back then and they are now requiring reparations after killing everybody. Soulless and godless people. Nigga, that's why God left you and you have no God today. Nigga, that's the real talk. And that's the real. It's not a joke. Nigga.
I like to thank. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus. Big bag. Wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus.
Somebody sent me this link of some dude. He made this one dude. I think he's in the UK. I don't know. I think he might be either Nigerian or from Jamaica. I don't know who he is, but he was criticizing me.
I'm not Nigerian, by the way.
Talking about, us being foundational black Americans and talking about how black Americans, this dude, now I want y'all to listen to this. He's talking about how we, foundational black Americans, we have an identity crisis. So I think this guy is Nigerian, by the way.
No, I'm Jamaican.
He's talking about how foundational black Americans, we have an identity crisis. Now I want y'all to listen to this.
You think they haven't hit me up, people?
I thought you were requiring a reparation because you don't have an identity and your culture was stolen and you was raped on a plantation. That's why I'm not asking for reparation, because I was never there. I won the war, literally. I have treaty to prove it. I'm not Bakabusi naked backwoods nigga. They don't speak my language. They are enemy, arch enemy forever. Nigga, once you kill my people, it's done for you. That's my God. I don't have to come and attack you with anything. Nigga, go and ask your ancestors if you had a God. Nigga, they will tell you.
Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? And I'm talking about especially a person like me, as black as I am. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. There's a huge bag for that. Some black immigrants. Join with them to dump on some black immigrants. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. They would love.
Now you hear it for yourself, nigga. Who is the liar? James Smalls or Small or Tariq Nasheed? I have a part of this art behind this, man. Let's see.
Me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. Would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants. Especially a person like me, as black as I am. Especially a person like me, as black as I am. Especially a person like
you indeed as black as you are in real darkness. Balaki, you are the lucky nigga, the slave. That's what you don't understand, literally, as you speak. You stupid.
Me as black as I am.
I want y'all to listen to this.
You think they haven't hit me up, people? Y'all think these folks haven't hit me up? And I'm talking about especially a person like me, as black as I am. They would love for me to join with them to dump on some black immigrants.
Crisis. Now I want y'all to listen.
As black as you are a stain. That's why we can see you say 10. Because the stain is a 10. That's why they go out in the sun to 10. Tanning in the sun, say 10. As black as you are, devil. Just saying.
Times I said that.
And here is where James Smalls. This is where James Smalls is now trying to save face, changing up everything. But I have many videos where James Smalls was together with down with FBA stuff, man. And he is allowed to do that, but don't bring my we are maroon. You're not maroon. What is your language? Maroon have their own language. If you don't have that, you are not a maroon. If you don't have your own alphabet, you're not maroon. If you don't have your own language, you're not maroon. You don't have your own God, you're not maroon. You are a city Negro, a slave. Nigga, don't try to bring your slavery shit to us. All these people, anybody who goes and asks the colonizer for money is a slave. I say so, nigga. They have no God. That's why they doing it. That's why I know it. Nigga, it's not allowed for us to do so. You sign a treaty, that's it. Otherwise, you had to request it before you sign the treaty or not go along with the treaty, nigga. There's a man doing what you said and say what you're gonna do and do it.
But people have an opinion that is, you know.
It's an honor speaking.
Brother Unc, thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure being with two great minds.
Likewise, it's always a pleasure to have you. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on our esteemed elder, scholar, warrior. Beautiful.
I don't know what else to say.
Professor said,
my grandchildren from the bus stop, coming back from down south.
And check over there, and they use African names like Ma'at and Ra and all those things. But cussing out Africans. Get the fuck on, man. These people are fake as they can be, and I know so because they are in Suriname also. Doing the same fake shit, coming to the Netherlands and Europe, organizing so-called African parties, but they hate Africans. Stealing people like me and culture and music, like the music comes from them. These people, they have no soul. And I know you can't understand that. Because you never had a soul. Otherwise you would have understood what I'm saying, that you have no soul when you do these things. You have no God. You will end up like your ancestor, pick a nigger. Picnic nigger. Let's hear it from these fools. And let me tell you this, small or smalls, whatever your name is. Even if you're 800 or 8,000 or 8 million years old, if you are a liar, you are a devil. That's my culture. Real talk. That's why I say you have no culture. You cannot be initiated into anything. You don't know these things. All these things you think, I'm going to the continental African. What they're doing is foolery. Nigga, you don't have God. That's why you don't know this thing. It's foolery. It can never... you are... Yeah. I'm 80 years old. So what? You are still a slave if you are 800 years old. You have a colonized mind. Your professorship comes from the colonizer. You was not allowed to read for 400 years. What was the reason? For them to rewrite everything and tell you what you're supposed to know today to come and bring this foolishness out here. Like you're one of me. You're not. I don't consider you to be anything. I don't attack Chinese because they are Chinese. I don't have to attack white people because they are white. I have no time for that. I'm man enough to fix my own shit. That's the difference, nigga.
Yeah.
Bitch caca.
House and ran over here. But it's always an honor speaking to our people.
Beautiful. Always. And it's always an honor, Professor, to hear you speak. And that's why I was very, I was very saddened by the stuff that I saw online. And I want to start right here, Professor. With this, because I really want us to, you to provide some context to the stuff that we're seeing.
And these same people were giving so-called African lessons about how to be an African at Sanetter platform over there, Sanetter Studios, Black News 102 and all those stuff. Yeah. To me, you are the white man, literally. It's not a joke. Nigga, real maroon will tell you that you are not African and you can never be. And even a continental African will see me and say, you're not a real African until they see how I act and do that. You are even more African than I am. I was never colonized. They don't know that. You don't know that, obviously. Maybe your father didn't tell you you are the soldier of the colonizer. Yeah, you city Negroes, bakabusi negertjes, Zwarte Piet. All these Zwarte Piet gedoe. You jack off. December 5th, there will be Zwarte Piet here because of the city Negroes. Nigga, that's the world you live in. You're man 10. Jigga boo boo, nigga.
There was a video, you were interviewed on a
This is the Negro League
platform, and a clip of you was taken, and then the headline became, Tariq Nasheed is a CIA agent, you know, and FBA equals CIA operation. Could you please tell us what was going on, Professor James Small, on that platform?
I don't want none of these niggas to come where I live, nigga. Real talk, they are not, and it's not because I'm saying now. I'm saying this thing right at this moment. These niggas were not allowed to come to the places we're living in the jungle. Because they are treacherous people of the colonizer. They will come and act like Africans to find information and go and tell the colonizer to get a pat on the back. Like they speak for anybody. The slave, the children of the slave master will come and tell you what you're supposed to do. They are beyond stupid. They think everybody is as stupid as they are. You have no fucking culture. You heck. What is the name of your god? Yeah, the definition, that's the colonizer definition. I'm autonomous. That's why I was called Maroon. Maroon means to be stocked in. It has nothing to do with anybody running away. Those niggas were running away. You see them over there. Redimusu niggas. Enemies of my people, nigga. We're not part of your history or your story, but you being the one attacking us in name of the colonizer and we wiping you out. That's what I know. Go in South America and Suriname and check there if you see any colonizer rolling anything. Yeah, they do from a distance. Exactly, through guys like Tariq Nasheed and the Redimusus Negroes from Bakabusi. Nigga? Backwoods nigga?
What you were trying to convey that people did not get when they watched the video.
Yeah, and that's why I put the video back up. I hope that people who are going off watch the whole video. I put it on Facebook a couple of times. Watch the video. Well, there was one segment, really about 2 sentences or 3 sentences, where I'm saying the government of the United States, and this is a fact, and its foreign policy as regards African Americans and African continental should never be allowed to unite economically, politically, and culturally. That is the policy towards Africa of the United States of America. The big new Brzezinski.
Exactly, but the guy of Africa Diaspora channel, his wife is a so-called white Mexican or Spaniard or whatever. But he's so-called African Diaspora fighting Africans on his channel. Are you stupid? These people are beyond stupid. Just Google and FBA. And you'll see what you're gonna see. They are attacking Jamaicans or Africans. The Jamaicans are taking all the women, man. Cause you ain't shit, nigga. Let's leave it at that. Time will tell you enough. You will end up like your ancestor. Maybe you think anybody is gonna care for the next George Floyd. Let's hear it.
Under Jimmy Carter, put it in writing. There was this other piece called Something 2000. They put it in writing a few years before that. Henry Kissinger put it in practice for almost 2 decades. And so my point was, I grew up in the 60s. I watched Fred Hampton killed 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after he was here with us in New York by somebody who walked at his side as a friend, comrade, and security specialist, all right, who was one of us that was a collaborator with the enemy. I saw Malcolm X. I didn't see Malcolm. I was overseas when Malcolm X got killed. Malcolm, as smart as he was, did not see Gene Roberts, did not see Ray Jones, the CIA man. That's one in the black suit standing over his body. Ray Jones is the cop from NYPD boss, nor the one Matthews or whatever his name who gave a deathbed confession. He had 5 or 6 on his security duty. He didn't see them. So the point I was making, when we behave in a way where we are creating division between African peoples anywhere in the world, we are playing in the hands of the U.S. State Department and Justice Department, because the one thing they do not want to see is the most powerful African ethnic group in the world, the African Americans, if one want to say...
This is what I was saying. You are the most powerful ethnic group of black people in the world. Why didn't you keep your language if you were that strong? They took it from you. They took even your language, your culture, and your ass. Nigga, that's why you can never be a Maroon, you bitch ass. These people are devils, nigga. These bitch asses think they will come out here and compare themselves with my people. Get the fuck on. You're not our fucking race. We don't consider you to be my race. I don't. Go to other Maroons. Maybe those will. I don't. After all this fuck shit you be doing. Most people don't know that this James Smalls is one of those people who put Tariq Nasheed up to this. He is the one who did it. Yes. Nigga. And now he wants to retract. Yeah, but no, nigga. If you had a culture, you would have known these things. Y'all took money from the Republicans over there, the MAGA. You are the Black Fuentes, nigga. If you didn't know, go ask Tariq Nasheed. I just played the audio for you. And what you know, nigga.
All the different terms we use to describe ourselves, foundational Black Americans. However, I used to call it formerly enslaved Africans in America. They do not want to see that group find union with the wealthiest piece of real estate on the planet Earth that's inhabited by Black people whose median age is 19 years old, okay? It's the biggest continent in the world. We can fit North America, Europe, Russia, China.
But you coming to Africa means that we will have to be watching around what you come there to do. We cannot trust you because you are the child of the colonizer. That's why I'm attenuating it that you are not a Maroon, nigga. We are not the same. We are 500 years apart. Your people who are attacking my people. Your name is Bakabusi Neger, Zwarte Jager, Redi Musu. Nigga, you don't speak your own language, no African language. I do. I have my own God. All those people, Negroes in Suriname, what they doing right now is trying to steal my history. Yeah, you ran away to the jungle. Whole America was a jungle, nigga. How could you run away into the jungle if they're... And they will tell you, people jump away from the ships when the ship arrive. Where are those people? Yeah, those black people in the jungle, the Portuguese left them. I was in America before any colonizer was there. Africans were already going there. Are you stupid? We are not your race. Your race is too stupid to do those things, nigga. You are a soldier of the Caucasian. Yeah, accept it and live your life. We don't care. You are cursed just like the colonizer is cursed. I say so. Nobody will be forgiven. Anybody say anything else than I'm saying is not my race. Their God is not my God. We don't care about that. They will die accordingly. Just like I said. Nigga, let's hear it.
In Africa, we still got space. And so the unity of those two groups caused the death of many of our leaders. We saw it all the way back to Garvey. Garvey's group was infiltrated by the American government by a black man. All right? Mm-hmm. And because other black people in the organization had issues with Garvey, they were able to cause that divide and end up putting Garvey in jail for one envelope with a stamp on it where they charged him with fraud. Mm-hmm. And caused the collapse of that movement in this country. You can go all through our history and see it. Mm-hmm. I was just trying to make that point that those who foster and this division between those from the continent, the Caribbean, and those from the United States are playing in the hands of the U.S. government.
Okay,
so they are CIA. That is what Tariq Nasheed has been doing for the last 7 years. And you say they call you Baba or whatever. And you didn't see Tariq Nasheed on internet last 7 years, took money from the white man and coming out here cussing out Jamaicans and Caribbean people in Africa. You didn't see it. But you are a sharp observer, yeah. Hey, nigga, when you talk this stupid childish stuff, tell it to those black Americans who are as stupid as you niggas are, colonizers. Colonized minds. As stupid as they come, backwoods nigger, bakabusi negertjes. That's your name here in the Netherlands and in Suriname. Real talk, go and ask them. A treacherous people who they will go around and steal anything, lie, steal identity just like the colonizer. They have no language, they have no God. If you ask them what is the name of your God, they don't know. If you ask an African, what is the name of your God, some might say Nzumbi. And now you niggas trying to say Ogun, Shango like it's yours. It's not yours. Yeah, you are a city Negro. That's why you have the difference between bush Negro, jungle people, aboriginal, and you have city Negroes. Those are slaves. We don't even say city Negroes in my language. We say Negro. When we say you are a Negro, it means you are nothing in my language. Yes, because you are a slave of the colonizer who was raped for 400-500 years, and now you want to step out writing stories like we were ever the same. No, nigga. You was attacking my people, killing them or selling them to the slave masters of yours over there, and we came and wiped you out. Today, the day you have nothing, and you will end with nothing. Because I say so, nigga. Let's hear it.
If anybody can see that as a negative, I don't understand.
You don't understand?
Negative.
So Professor James Small, at any point did you say
no?
Tariq Nasheed is an FBA?
I just talked to Sincere, the brother, a little while ago, because I'm going to go on his show. I said something, but I might just do that.
If you didn't say it, I'm saying it. He's not even the CIA. He's a devil. Nigga, he has no God, he has no soul. Your soul food is white man food. Broccoli, and these niggas have a broccoli. This you stupid. I forgot the name how you have named it over there in America. All your vegetable comes from the Netherlands and England. Things like broccoli, I've seen these niggas cooking and saying with chitlins, that's soul. Get a jerk off. All your expression is white man expression to me. Even your hip hop is white man expression. It comes from Jamaica. Nigga, from toasting. This toaster, this Jamaican was listening to the radio to those and rhyming stuff like in December they have the like the jingles. These jingles were, and somebody was rhyming on it. These white people used to do it in the old back in the days, in the centuries, in the where do you scale Shakespeare days. The rhyming stuff, and he heard a jingle like that on the radio. He said on the radio, and he took it and started making melodies out of it or whatever. If it's true or not, whatever, man. I have it on a video somewhere. But anyways, the main thing is, you are not my people. You are not Maroons. Maroons have their own language, own writings, own counting. We count things with the moon. We have real God. Real God. Not yours. My God is a living God. Real God. That's why I defeated the slave master, the colonizer, and you with them together. Nigga.
And I asked him, who made that banner? Who put up that tag that say, Professor Small says FBA is CIA? I never said no such thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, in one of the notes, because I went over the speech a few times, I said that our brother is not the CIA. Okay. Just the opposite of what they said. Trying to explain that, if people didn't get it, that we get infiltrated, just trying to make that point, that those who foster and this division between those from the continent, the Caribbean, and those from the United States are playing in the hands of the U.S. government.
Okay,
and that's what Tariq Nasheed is doing. Let's hear it again.
To get on TV and get out here and
here
start
throwing. Here is where Tariq Nasheed is saying it, and then I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna play another part of an old audio maybe behind this, where Tariq Nasheed and Small. I don't even want to say professor anymore. When you are a liar in my culture, you're done. You're not an elder to us. Nigga, a liar is the devil. Even if you are 8 billion years old, we don't give a jack. Not here where we come from. I am real Maroon. Nigga, that's how we deal. Everything in my culture starts with God. If you have no God, you ain't shit. Not to me, you're not. Let's hear it, where he's confessing that he took the bag.
Black immigrants under the bus and give me a real big bag. To get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus and give me a real big bag. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag. To get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus, me on and give me a real big bag. It works. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag. To get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag.
Yeah, man, I'ma leave it at this. The other part I got about him and small speaking. I already played it in one of the old video last week, I think. It doesn't matter. I will play it maybe tomorrow or the day after, man. Anyways, you hear this nigga saying that they gave him the bag. He took it. Get it? And this is the same people whose already ancestors sold and were fighting against my ancestors. It's not a joke. It's the real talk. Bakabusi Negers, City Negroes are enemies, arch enemies of my people, my Maroon. And we all come from a different village. This Maroon name was made up by the colonizer. We know Maro. Where we lived over there is called Marowina. Like Marowe. In Africa you have a place called Marowe. Maori. Look up the word Maori. M-A-O-U-R-I. It means simple brown people or black people. Or it was a word like Negro or Egyptian or African if you have curly hair. Yeah, right? Just saying. I'm gonna play the last part of this and then leave it at that. You hear these niggas confessing here that he took the money. Nigga?
On TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus.
Beef, you know.
That's it. So you saw all three.
You've probably seen this petty beef, you know, between Africans and African Americans.
But we don't know how much American State Department or Justice Department is involved in Foundation of Black America. Who's getting paid the money to say what they're saying? So what you're seeing ain't quite what you see, and there's only a piece of what you see. A black face don't mean you're the CIA, all right? A black face don't mean you ain't the FBI.
FBAs. What is xenophobic? What is this xenophobic shit? We're all black, nigga. Shout out to FBAs. What about us? What about we all black? The white man, if the police pull you over, they're not going to ask if you're FBA. What are you giving props to FBA for? And you won an award too, Mr. Nigerian. You're going to get a scholarship for $50,000. Move, nigga. Shout out to Igbo, Yoruba, to my tribes back home in Nigeria. I'm nothing like the Akatas. I'd like to thank. Let me tell y'all something. I've gotten calls from these white networks wanting to put me on and give me a real big bag to get on TV and get out here and start throwing black immigrants under the bus. Big bag.
Yeah. You're just like your ancestors, nigga. That's why I got the pictures up there. So you know. Yeah, you're not fooling anybody. Just saying.